What is good, everybody? Back like we never left. If you are new to the channel, my name is Weav, and here on my channel, we coach you on your personal growth and development. We help push you forward so that you can grow in your respective careers in business and entrepreneurship. And we also help keep you on the right tracks to help you build longer, lasting relationships. Today, we're going to talk about how it might be time for you to leave and walk away from that relationship. Now, I'm ready to get into it. You know how I am, so let's do that right now. Always remember this. The person who doesn't value you is always blocking you from someone who will. Sometimes our attachments become so strong to someone we're dating or in the relationship or the marriage that it causes us to lose touch with reality when things aren't progressing and growing. And sometimes we allow our expectations to drop because we just feel like, well, this is where I am. And it sometimes may be that way for so long that you just get used to it. It's like concrete settling in and hardening, right? And that makes it harder for us to walk away. It makes it harder for us to pull ourselves out and to see ourselves objectively in that relationship because you're already in it, right? And what I want to explore with you guys is what are the ways you can recognize if that relationship is allowing you to grow and become better or if it's holding you back, because that's the goal, right? To always improve, to appreciate your position while plotting your promotion in life, to constantly want to improve your relationship. Well, first, don't we all have requirements when we get into a relationship? You have that type of person that you're attracted to, tall or short, stocky or thin, great smile, personality type, outgoing or reserved, alpha or beta, feminine or masculine. Like, more importantly, how you want someone to treat you, right? You like what you like, and you want to be treated accordingly, right? You want to be treated how you want to be treated. Well, what happens when people get into relationships? Well, we get laxed on how we are being treated. And over time, we allow that to become our new normal. And that's always a recipe for disaster in the end. So let's rewind for a second. Those requirements I'm talking about, when they aren't being met, it's important that you communicate it and communicate it immediately. But if you have, and things still aren't changing over time and seem to be getting progressively worse, then it's time to bounce. And not only that, but as a side note, one of the reasons people stay in relationships that don't meet their needs and their requirements comes from the fact that a lot of people have such negative views on being single. It may seem like if they leave that relationship, they may never find something better, or it's gonna take them forever to find something better. But I got a reality check for you. You living below your standards and expectations isn't an option and should be unacceptable to you if you're unhappy in that relationship. And if they aren't making you happy or fulfilling said requirements, then it's time to move on. Another sign that it may be time for you to leave that relationship is you're seeking the needs you should be getting out of your relationship from other people in your life. If you ever have an emergency, let's say, flat tire, problem arises, normally the first person you contact if you're in a relationship would be who? Normally your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Well, if you're finding yourself consistently turning to your friends at work, a friend in your life, another man or woman, you know, the work husband or work wife, to get your viewpoint, your mom or your dad, then something ain't really right now. And what you should do is reevaluate your relationship, because if you're uncomfortable going to them about your problems or how you feel about what's going on in your life, if either you or your partner are looking for emotional or physical fulfillment from other people outside of your relationship, it's a clear indication that it's probably time, you guessed it, to move on. The other sign that it's time for you to move on and leave that relationship is when you start feeling like a level of obligation to stay with your partner. Time always doesn't equate to success. Like, if both of you aren't willing to commit to changing, then it won't work. So you know I'm into investing, right? Well, if I invest in a business and I want to get my money out of that investment, right? So as time goes by, if I see it failing miserably, the smart thing for me to do would be to pull my money out, or what's left of the money that I had invested, and put it somewhere else. But when you're emotionally attached, when you're in a relationship to an outcome, you want to see it through, right? So you guys have been together for 3 years. You've been with him for 10 years. You've been with her for 14 years. You want a return on your investment, don't you? You don't want all of those years to just go to waste. But investing more time in a relationship with someone you love won't fix the problems that the two of you have. If both of you aren't willing to work to fulfill the other person's needs, the relationship probably isn't worth your time. And look, here's the bottom line. Sometimes it's best to cut your losses and move on, okay? I know it's difficult to do when feelings are involved, but the reality is if y'all have been working on your relationship for like over a year, close to a year, what you should do is charge it to the game. But if you're unwilling to do it, you won't see the love and growth you're really looking for out of yourself or your relationship because you're so blinded by that time investment. And really what you're wanting to do is recoup off of it. But either way, your time is real limited. So don't waste it with someone who doesn't appreciate and love you the way you want and deserve to be loved. Stop hoping that it will change and magically be fixed, and have the self-respect and dignity to put yourself first, because trust me, you deserve it. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in today. If you are new to the channel and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification and become an official part of the squad. I'll be back soon with another video for you guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Have an amazing day today. Stay strong and stay inspired. And as always, until I see you guys next time, peace.